Hi students, today our topic is regarding the reflection of light. What do you understand by reflection of light? A reflection of light means it is the phenomena, it is the process of bouncing back of light into the same medium from which it is incidented after it strikes a surface. What you have to understand from it is that when a ray of light is incidented on a surface, and then you are able to see that very surface, that definitely means that the rays of light are bouncing back, are reflecting back, are coming back from that very surface, and this very phenomena is called as reflection of light. Let's take a surface. Let this be any surface. Let's have this as a surface here. Surface ss dash. Let us have a ray of light which is incidented on it. This is the ray of light incidented on it, and this ray is called as incident ray. Incident ray. The ray which is incidented on the surface is called as incident ray. Now, after it strikes the surface, there is possibility of it can be reflected, it can be either absorbed, or it can be either transmitted. Or what I mean to say, there can be Rad effect, reflection, or there can be absorption, or there can be transmission. But here we are reading regarding the reflection of light. So let this ray, let I put name as OA. This is called as the incident ray as it is incidental on the surface. Now after striking the surface, it comes back. It doesn't pass through this very medium. It doesn't pass through this very medium. It comes back like this. It reflects back. And this very coming back of light from this very surface after it strikes it is known as reflection of light, and this ray is called as reflected reflected ray of light. This is incidental ray of light, this is the reflected ray of light. So this process is known as the reflection of light. Now this very reflection of light occurs with two laws. There are two laws of reflection, two laws of reflection. Number one, angle of incidence. Angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Now the question here is, what is angle of incidence? What is angle of incidence and what is angle of reflection? So mind here, in this very diagram, this ray, as I told you, this is called as the incident ray. This ray, I told you, this is called as the reflected ray. Reflected ray. Now I am going to put here a normal. This is the normal. What is the difference between normal and perpendicular? There is not so much difference. Normal and perpendicular is dropped on a single point, but normal is perpendicular to the whole surface. Let I am putting this very pen perpendicular to this very page of the notebook, so it is a normal. It is perpendicular to this very thing, this very thing, this it is perpendicular everywhere. So this we call as a normal. Normal is perpendicular to whole surface, and simply perpendicular is the is perpendicular to on makes a right angle at only one point. This normal makes 90-degree angle with the whole surface. Now this is called as a normal. Let it be this OA incident ray, this AS as the reflected ray, and this is AN as the normal. The angle made by incident ray with the normal, this is called as the angle of incidence, and it is noted by I. The angle made by reflected ray with the normal, this is called as reflection angle, angle of reflection, and this is denoted by simply angle made by incident ray with normal with normal is known as angle of incidence, and angle made by reflected ray with normal is known as angle of reflection. So what is the first law? The first law is angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. That is simply, that is angle I is always equal to angle R, and this is the first law. That means if this angle is 30-degree, the angle made by incident ray with a normal, if it is 30, this angle is also 30. If it is 20, this angle, the angle of reflection, if this is 30-degree, this is also 30-degree. If this is 20-degree, this is also 20-degree. If it is 10-degree, the angle made by incident ray with the normal, if it is 10-degree, the angle made by reflected ray with the normal, that is also 20-degree. That is the first law. Simply angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Now there is second law, that is the incident ray, the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence always lie in a single plane. So what is it? I'm saying that this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray, and this is the normal ray, and they always lie in a single plane. This is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray, and this is normal. They all lie in a single plane. As you are seeing it in the notebook, all the three are in the paper. The normal is not outside the paper, neither inverts the paper, it is on the paper. All of three, the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal, all of three lie in a single plane. So the two laws, which are very much simple, the first law is the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection, and the second law is the incident ray, the reflected ray, and normal, they all lie in a single plane, all of the three. Simply, reflection is the process in which a ray of light, after striking a surface, comes back into the same medium from which it is incidented. That's known as the reflection of light. This reflection of light takes place in accordance with two laws. One is the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection, and second is the incident ray, the reflected ray, and normal at the point of incidence. This is the point of incidence, this is the point of incidence, always lie in a single plane. Allah Hafiz.